I thought I would color with my Spectrum Noir tri-blends. People have said they would like to see how I do that. Again, I am not a colorist. I haven't taken any classes or anything. This is just how I do it. And it's not always consistent how I do it either. So I'd already started this one when I was away with Margaret, so I thought, well, I'll keep going. So I'm using, you don't have to use the tri-blends. That's the my choice. But the way I like them is you get a dark, a medium, and a light of all the same colorway. So, anyway. And I just take them all off and get going. Okay, so I usually come, let's see, dark, kind of come in here. And at the base, what I don't really understand is the light, where to have the light come in kind of thing. That's hard for me to imagine. I didn't picture that well, but anyway. So yeah, ended up, it's kind of cute. Emma thought she was getting braces today, and she was so excited, not knowing that that's not a good thing, but nobody wanted to tell her that. So anyway, they are not going to do it yet, so not for a few months. She has an overbite. So when you lay down, anyway, I had her over because then she had a free day. Color, even the light color, I often go over everything with the light color. Just to blend it in so you don't get that harsh line. So I thought, oh, she's probably got no plans today because I thought she was going to get her braces. So I called or texted. Everything's text now, right? Anyway, her mom and said, Emma's welcome to come over. And she said, oh, she would love that. And she did. I'm working on, I have not deep cleaned like my bathrooms here or anything. I live alone and I'm not motivated. So my main bathroom upstairs off my craft room, which should be my master bedroom, but it's not. I said, you're welcome to come over, but I'm going to be working on getting some stuff cleaned up. Well, she was fine because she got to play in my craft room. So she colored, and oh my gosh, it took me forever. I mean, I took everything off the counters and scrubbed and washed, and it felt good, but I don't know. I use powder, and powder is the dust devil. I mean, oh my gosh, I like to use powder when I get out of a shower. I know, probably overshare, but anyway, yeah. It doesn't exactly, it covers everything. It's bad. So anyway, that took me a long time to get clean. And then, of course, we went and I wanted to go to Walmart to get some new bird. I was totally out of bird feed seeds, so she was fine with that. She actually didn't end up, she bought a kit to paint, and of course, she didn't paint it. I'm going to quit buying her those things. But she said, no, I don't need clothes. I've already got a bunch that she gets hand-me-downs, and then her mom bought her some. We walked by backpacks. She goes, no, my Mima, when she comes, is taking me school shopping. Sorry, Graham. I go, I'm good. So we went to the Subway that was there. She likes Jimmy John's the best, but she was fine with. So I'm not going to drive all the way to Jimmy John's when this is right here. So we came home, had a nice little picnic, and that was just fun. That's a nice day. Just impromptu, no big plans, just hanging out with my granddaughter. Can't get any better than that. So yeah, you can see the lows and highs of that, I guess. See where this one's bending over? I'm going to take the dark in there. And then flip it over and go in with my medium a little bit. And then I'm going to take my light color and just kind of bring them, try to get rid of somebody was saying they get harsh lines. You can kind of take it and pull it, right? That makes sense. So there you go. And I'm going to let the white stay there for that highlight there, I guess. I don't know. I have a hard time with that too. Doing that, I feel like it's unfinished or something. So yeah. It's cool here. We're having kind of a cold spell. It's really weird. So, but she ended up, we got out the bubble gun that I bought on Temu and never used. So I put batteries in it. She had more fun with that. And she's still, oh, and this is funny. So she does this, arching her back and her stomach up toward the sky and her head down, like a crab walk type thing. And so I get out there and I go, let me see if I can do that. And she goes, no, Grandma, you got to put your head down, hang it down, and your shoulders up. I go, oh, I know. I said, I know it. My brain knows it. My body doesn't. I go, I'm sorry, honey. I can't. I go, you will look back on this someday laughing about remembering when Grandma tried to, and you'll be old and going, oh, now I know what she meant. And she goes, and you'll be dead. I go, yeah, I guess. She's got a fascination with death. I don't know. She doesn't mean to be rude about it, but I'm going, yeah, I guess I will. I said, I'll still be looking down on you. She goes, I know. So, oh my goodness, the conversations we have. We couldn't find the car when we got out of Walmart. And she got to laughing so hard because I would just hit the honking button and make the car honk, the car horn. And she just thought that was the funniest thing. And I said, you got a crazy grandma. She goes, I know, I love it. I go, okay. So I said, that's your new job. When we go to a store, you got to remember where we parked the car. Oh, God. She is just too fun. She's at that age where you can have a conversation now, kind of, And it's, I don't know, we just laugh and joke, and it's fun. So yeah, I don't have any big plans for the summer. Just kind of the weekend. Just gonna have I'm leaving Monday to see my college buddies for lunch down south towards Seattle area, Bellevue. And then gonna go see a friend that I used to work with that moved down to 55 plus nice community near our state capital. So I'm going to go down there. And then the next day, I'm going to my sister's, weather willing. We're supposed to take her. They invited me to go out on their boat with some friends, which was sweet. And, but I don't think the weather's going to turn out. So I painted those signs, and that was what I said I wanted, was a boat ride and salmon. So anyway, too cute, but we'll see. If not, that's okay too. Okay, aren't these pretty? Woohoo! So I don't know if that's helping you to watch me do that, but that's kind of my process, and it's just so easy. I don't have to dig around for different colors. Now I was able to figure out what color this was. So this was the blue turquoise blend. But again, you can do whatever colors you want, or types of, doesn't have to be these. These are not refillable also, so just a heads up about that. So I'm going to try, I think for the leaves, the light green blend it's called. So we got the dark, the medium, put it in and the light. So for the leaves, I'm just going to go up the middle and a little bit at the base. Then I'm going to come with the medium color. Just kind of juicy it up there so it's all not a harsh line. And then come in with my light. And that seems to, now I know some people do their light color first, and that sometimes I do that, but not usually. And then put a little bit more color down here, I think. Too much light, so I'm gonna. And I watched a video, and she suggested putting paper underneath when you're coloring. So I did that. Yeah, there we go. See how I'm working that quite a bit, and I'm kind of going on a circular, and it brings that all blends, gets rid of the lines. There's that. Let's see. So this one is overlapping. The flower is shadowing, the leaf is behind. So I'm going to shadow right there. And then I'm coming in with my medium. And now I think I'll go with my light. Now these are pointed like this, not the brush nib, which at first I didn't like, but I feel like I have more control. The brush nib, I felt like I went out of the lines a little bit more. So it's all what you get used to. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to just do this thing here just to vary it up here for you. I'm going to keep my green out for later. And I think that'll do like a blueberry. I don't know if it would be a red berry or blue. I'm going to do blueberry. I struggled with my blueberries, to be honest. I had a couple that turned out kind of rough, with those permanent lines. Some colors blend better, I feel like, than others. So I'm going to try to do it again. Probably should have done the lighter color there, the way the light would have hit it. But again, I'm not really good at that. I should take a class or something, or watch more on perspective, I guess it is. Now this light color is like a gray. Are you seeing what I'm doing here? Because I really can't. Let's see here. Not a fan. I'm going over everything, trying to get rid of the harsh, but I think I'm going to go back in with a medium. That light color is extremely light. Okay, that looks okay. Let's try another one right here. See if you can see that. Okay, I think you can. Right? The camera, the thing holding it is right on top of what I would see, the screen. So I don't see exactly what you're seeing, but I'm following those lines. I'm going to come in here with this. Just a little bit lighter. And try this light again, because it does. Okay. So it's not a one and done. You can keep working it, They're wet, they're juicy. The paper gets kind of wet, and so you can keep blending. You don't have to feel like you're done. I feel like this one's more of a lifting it up. So I'm kind of scraping it. It's kind of moving the color a little bit, I guess. Okay. So let's do a couple of these little flowers, and then I will just color it on my own and show it when it's done. So what do we want to do here? Yellow or pink? Maybe a pink. There's this one color pink I really, really like. It's an antique pink. Antique pink blend. There we go. I like it. And then maybe not real crazy about the different yellows. I feel like they're... Well, I'll do the citrus blend. Okay. So this is more of a mauve tone. This is antique pink. And how long are we at? Oh, we're only at 13 minutes. Okay. I kind of lose track of time when I do this. So I'm just going to... These are tiny. So this is when this nib in really comes in handy. Here's the dark. And here's the light. So in these, I'll probably just do medium and light. Don't always have to use. And then come in with the light, blend that in. I get kind of lost on these sometimes, like, what is what? What is that, a leaf? Is that blank? I don't know. I don't know if you know what I mean, but you know how you start looking at something and you're not sure, is that part of that flower? What is this I'm looking at here? Okay, so I can leave a little bit of the white there. I meant to do that. So I'm going to come up. I apologize if I'm not in frame very well, or my hand's in the way. I apologize about that. Okay, I'm just going to go around this hole and then do the medium. And now the light. And I'm going to try to remember to leave a little bit of white on there as a highlight. So not color all of the white in, right? I don't want to do that on all of them, but yeah. So see, that's one way to do it. You can highlight it that way. Let's do a couple more while we're on a roll here, and then we'll do the center. Okay. And around where I think they look like they're overlapping each other. Okay. And come in with the light colored. And just leave a little bit of highlight there. And I'm not pushing very hard. I'm not coming down on it real big. I'm just, because it's such a small space and I want to leave a little bit of white there. But yeah, I like that. That turned out good. Okay, so I'm going to keep this out because I need to remember which color I used. And let's try the citrus blend. See, the dark isn't very dark, so I don't know. I may just do, I'm just going to color them in yellow. I'm not going to shade and do all that hoo-hoo. All that hoo-hoo. All right, so that I would probably do, this is a different leaf, so I will probably do that in a different color of green. It comes with, I've got the sets, and I've had these for years, like 5 years, I think, and they're still full of ink, so I'm good. This one, my favorite color to go around the edge, I broke it. I stepped on the darn thing. This is ice blue. I was like, oh no. Anyway, I'm looking for a different green. Okay, here we go. So this one is dull green. Okay. And these are little leaves, so I'm probably just gonna go like that. And then the light. So I did medium and light. Let's see how I like it. Yeah. I mean, you can highlight and shade as much as you want or as little as you want. It's not a big deal. Especially on something like this, I'm really spending way too much time on it. Okay. I don't know. Is there any other leaves? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, there better be more leaves shaped like that. Here they are. Okay, I was like, holy camoly. I got all that out for one. And somebody asked about the zinnia type flower that I had colored. I don't know where I got the stamp. I've had these images stamped for a long time. It's probably Temu, but I have no idea. Sorry. I should write by them. But yeah, I'm not that organized. Okay. Oh, here's another one. I like that green. So I wanted them a little bit different. See how it's a little bit different. Is this on? Okay. So yeah. I'm doing the medium, and now I'm going to do the light. All right. I'm very pleased with that. Very nice. All right, you guys, that is my version of how I color. Again, not professional in any way. I just enjoy it, and I've just gotten into it over time, kind of come up with what works for me. But yeah, now see, this would be that other green, I think. I'll do this one. But yeah, it's fun. Don't be afraid. It doesn't come out perfect. It's okay. It's just what you want to do. But then I just put these back together because I'll probably find another one of these leaves that I need this for. So I try to keep out the colors so that when I'm coloring, I don't have to dig and try to remember what it is. All right, I'll be back with a finished product. Thanks for joining me. I finished coloring it in, and I'm just going to, I just haven't been able to find any other. This is a warm gray tone. It's all worn off as far as what one it is, but it's the one I like, to either that or a light blue. Kind of go around the edges of images so it's not such a white, just kind of shadow around. I either do that or the blue, but I thought since they were blue flowers and stuff, that would be too much. But I don't know. Anyway, you don't have to do this. But then I will do this. It kind of helps blend if you went outside the lines. It kind of covers that up, you know, that kind of thing. And I was watching while I finished coloring. Barbara, Chubby Lovey. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, man. Barbara, you scored at Hobby Lobby. I'm making me want to go again. Anyway, so watch her. She does such great hauls and such a sweet person. So I will leave a link to her channel below. I try to, like I said, if I mention somebody, I like to help promote people. I may not know them, and they're... See, now, I don't know if that was part of... I'm just going to say it's not. I'm done coloring. I get confused. I'll see a little image, and it's like, oh, shoot. I missed something. So I'm just going to lightly go around just to kind of give it an edge there. And then I'm going to cut it out. All right, I found my scissors. I think Anna White was the one that I saw her doing this. She's another great artist. Oh my goodness. She designs for different companies. Such a talent. I'll leave a link to her channel too, but I'm sure everybody knows Anna. She is very talented. Tomorrow is My Creative Time is coming out with her new release. Oh my goodness. And then Scrap Diva Designs this weekend. Like, oh, wow. You could just go nuts, I'm telling you. And I do a lot of times, but we'll see. So, yeah. Almost feels like fall, and it's not even August yet. So, hopefully we get our summer back. I don't like hot, but, you know, I like summer. But again, I shouldn't complain. Other people have got terrible heat, flooding, fires, and so far, knock on wood, we don't have any of that. Thank goodness. We are all safe and sound here in the Northwest, so that's awesome. Okay, so I cut it out. I finished coloring around it. And then I thought I would just cut it out with you. Not that you guys don't know how to cut out, but I tend to move the paper, not the scissors, if that makes sense. And it makes it a smoother cut, so you're not having all those little jaggedy edges. And, oh, sorry. So if you notice, my scissors aren't moving. It's my paper that's moving. I'm pinching, obviously, my scissors. They are moving some. But it's really the paper that I'm moving. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Yeah, you probably are like, well, duh. Of course you do. But I showed this one time to our orthopedic gal that was the orthopedic gal for kids at our school. And she's like, oh. I went, oh, I thought everybody knew that. So anyway. Thought I would share. You never know. Somebody might learn something. And then that shadowing just kind of gives it a finished look, I guess. I don't know. So it's not so white edged. I almost didn't cut this out, but and shade it, but and use it as a inside of a shape, right? Like a square, a rectangle shape, or an oval, or so there you go. And there it is. I'm very happy with how it came out, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little Copic color with me moment. I call them Copics, alcohol markers. For me, tri-blends. But again, you don't have to have tri-blends. You just would pick a medium, a dark, and a light of your different, like, teals or your pinks. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.